Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to our channel. We're going to analyze Grindrod Limited, which is listed at the JSE. So we are looking at the weekly chart. You can see the time frame right here. It's a weekly chart that we'll be looking at. So guys, on this stock, one can simply see a few things on this chart. Firstly, to determine where we are or which likely direction the stock is to take, you can simply draw our trend line. Here, connecting the top and the lower high. We're connecting the top and the next lower high. We have our top here and our lower high here, so you can simply label them so that anyone can see what you are talking about. So it's our we have a higher high, we have a higher high here. That is our highest point, and then we have a lower high here. This is a higher high and a lower low, then a lower high. So we just label the points that we are connecting with our trend line, which is our lower high. We collate with high. So we have our lower high here at this point. So we are connecting our higher high with our lower low to determine the trend. So you can see we have been in a downtrend for quite some time, for about 7 years. We have been in a downtrend for about 7 years, and then price broke the trend line right here. Price broke the trend line to the upside right here, which signaled a change in direction. The break of a trend line is a confirmation that the direction has changed. So we had our break here, our trend line break here on late 2021. We had our break here. So guys, we can tell you in a new direction right now actually. So we want to know where can we buy. Cannot just buy because you're in an uptrend or sell because you're in a downtrend. With technical analysis, you are able to determine which area is highly likely for a buy. So because you cannot buy right here, the next thing the stock goes down, so we cannot contain that, emotionally speaking. So we are using technical techniques to determine the possible buying areas. So with this one, we had our break here, our upside confirmation right here. So which is the level that we bought. We bought the stock right here last year. Was it last year? Yes. Early last year, early 2022, we bought our stock right here and shot up to about 100%. Then it has been retracing since then. So to determine the level that is highly likely for a buy, we are going to draw our parallel channel. We're going to draw a parallel channel here. going to draw a parallel channel connecting the lower low with the next lower high, and then we track it further to the then we connect our parallel channel. The baseline will be connecting the lower low. Our baseline here, the lower boundary of the parallel channel, will be connecting the lower low with the next higher low, and then the upper boundary line will be just on top of the next higher high. It will be at the top of the next higher high, parallel to the lower boundary line. So I'm gonna track it just right here. Yes, so we have our parallel channel here. So we use a channeling technique to determine where which price area is likely to buy. It's likely to be a possible buy. So right now, so far, we have determined that the trend has changed to the uptrend from the downtrend, from the 7-year long downtrend. So it has been broken. The trend line has been broken here, which confirmed the change in direction. So right now, we want to know where can we buy the stock, which price level can we buy it. So we are using a parallel channeling technique to determine our buying level. So with this one, we are anticipating the stock to go lower. Anticipating the stock to go at least to the midline of the parallel channel, where it will find support. The first support area for us, we are looking at the upper boundary trend line of the channel. So it either it will bounce off this line, it will find support here, or at the midline. And then from here, we'll be looking to buy. We'll be piling up our buys from this area. When it first touch the upper boundary of the channel, we'll be piling up our buys. We'll start building our buy orders here on this, from the upper channel boundary trend line to the midline. That's where we are likely to buy. That's where the stock will find is likely to find support. From here, we have our next resistant area right here at 15 rand 30. That's our next resistant area. So we'll just connect the horizontal line on it. Just connect the horizontal line around 15 rand 30. We are having our next resistance area at 15 rand 30. So we are looking for the stock to bounce off this channel trend lines and then shoot up. So we'll be buying from these levels. will be buying from this area. Is it 8 rand 55, 8 rand 50, all the way to around 7 rand 50. That's where we'll be buying this stock for a potential return of for a potential return on investment of more than 70% from this level if you first buy here. So from here you can also anticipate a reversal from this level. Here we can anticipate a further drop to the lower boundary of the channel, where the stock will find support, and we anticipate a bounce. So we can also anticipate a technical pattern here called a head and shoulders pattern. Can anticipate a head and shoulders pattern from here, whereby we have can anticipate an inverse head and shoulder pattern, whereby we have our left shoulder right here, and then we have our head of the pattern right here, then we have our right shoulder right here. So can also anticipate a potential head and shoulder pattern right here, as you can see on the chart, where we have our left shoulder and our head here, our right shoulder here. So if you notice, guys, for the right shoulder, for this anticipated price move from now on, you anticipate the completion of the right shoulder to form, whereby our channel boundary lines is in line with the left shoulder support area. As you can see, guys, our anticipated right shoulder here, it's in line with the support level of the left shoulder, which is also in confluence with the channel lines, our channel trend lines here, our parallel channel trend lines. So you can see we expect a bounce right at the midline, and then an up run, then a drop further to the lower boundary line of the channel, whereby we'll be also buying, we'll be also adding more buys. So this is just a short-term move on this formation here of the right shoulder. It's just a short-term move. On a long term, we're looking for it to rise to around 30 rand a stock. That will be our target. So guys, we anticipate a inverse head and shoulder pattern on Grindrod. So we can, the possible buying area, the suitable buying area will be these levels. The bounce of a parallel channel midline, and then again with the target of 15 rand 30, and again a buy at a channel at a lower boundary line of the parallel channel, where we'll be buying with a target of around 28 rand to 30 rand. So this is it for Grindrod Limited. We'll again post another stock analysis on the channel as time goes by. Just keep tuning then for more content on stock analysis. Thank you.